Hello, fellow life transitioners, and welcome to this post from our Life Transition Membership Program. When we look at a life transition, we recognize that a life transition is actually a series of small transformations. As I look back on my life transition from being a corporate consultant and trainer and small business person to who I am today, it has taken me a period of, I would say, if I look at the entire thing, um, of formation between 7 to 9 years. And the person I am today at 69 is very different from the person I was at 60. So over those 9 years, I was in a life transition, moving from one, if you want to say, one role, one, one activity, one personality type. I'll go so far as that. Uh, to who I am today, it is radically different. Today, I spend most of my time in pastoral care and in liturgy. Back then, I spent most of my time in business consulting and working out business projects and ideas. But that did not come automatically. I didn't move from one person to another overnight. As I said, it has taken me between 7 to 9 years, depending on how you want to look at it. Because now at 69, I am very different from who I was at 60. And as I look forward to my 70s, I hope now, I hope I'm not going to go into another transition, but what I'm going to experience is more of a settling in this new person. Because the person I was at 60, I was that person for the better part of about 20 years, doing corporate work. But if you take in corporate as an executive, it is more like 30 years. So we're talking about a long time. And as I look forward, is to this new person. So, but this transition from 60 to 69 and this new person, this transformation didn't happen like that. It was a series of small transformations. So a life transition can be looked at as a series of small transformations our Lord Jesus Christ leads us to, one in sequence and in a multifaceted way. Because some of the things that you have to be transformed mentally, physically, spiritually, psychologically, emotionally. You have to be transformed. Even your earning, the way you earn money then, the way you earn money now, the way you look at money, the way you look at work, the way you look at community. There are multiple changes that have to take place. And all of these changes are small changes that add up cumulatively. And that line, like a potter, that God is a potter transforming us on a potter's wheel, making us into a different shape, is very good. But it is a series of small changes that we go through, a series of little changes that we have to experience. And when we speak about a life transition, we are speaking about multiple small transformations. Now, for us to be able to go through those multiple small life transformations, we have to be open. We have to be willing to cooperate with God. We have to be able to let go of set ways, set perspectives, set ways of looking at things. And we have to embrace the new. What I have found in my own life is that some aspects are easier to accept and transform, while others take a longer time. So that at first it started off, making small decisions. Should I pursue this? Should I sign up? Not knowing what I'm signing up for. And then there is a lot of intellectual classes and thinking about ways and things and understanding things better and understanding. And while that is going on, you find yourself, you have to devote more time to this. So you're making changes and adjusting here and adjusting there. And then in the last year and a half, then it became significantly financial. So it, and then you had to adapt on a financial transformation. But that was only one, you have to also adapt to a psychological, a mental, an intellectual, an emotional. A lot of small transformations are taking place. And one of the ways, only looking back, they say hindsight is 2020 vision, is looking back is how I can perceive that these transformations took place. And in a way, I have always been very open. And I believe God was preparing me for this from a fairly young age. I have been fairly, very open to change. I changed many jobs. I changed schools. I changed subjects. And those changes prepared me for a life of accepting change in my life. And then when I became a consultant and a trainer, with each new company, each new job, each new project, I had to make a change again. So it has been, I have become accustomed to change. And I believe, therefore, that God was guiding me, getting me accustomed to being transformed. And I believe it is the same for all of us. As you enter and you are within your life transition, I would like to encourage you to, to really embrace those multiple small transformations that are taking place in a multifaceted way in different aspects of your life. How are you? Is your way of thinking changing? Are you physically changing in any way? Do you perceive things from a new perspective? What about your emotions? Are you bringing your emotions to a new level of awareness? I believe for us to be able to be successful life transitioners, we have to be open to multiple, sequential, multifaceted transformations in our life. And we have to be able to cooperate with our Lord Jesus Christ. We have to be able to be like that clay in the potter's hand. And we have to be able to accept change in our life. Now that change is never easy. It always makes us feel uncomfortable. But if we have a bigger perspective, a bird's eye view, and if we understand that these transformations that are taking place are leading to a bigger, a new you, a new conversion, a new transformation, and you are transitioning to a new person, then you may be more open to it. Friends, I would like you to take the time for you in your journal again to examine what are the various transformations, small transformations that are occurring in your life. And how can you perceive them to be adding up to being a larger life transition? I also want to encourage you, there's so much good material that we now have gathered on the membership program that do not remain stuck and just keep on moving on. But every so often, revisit some of our old posts, revisit some of our old uh, classes, sessions, and you will be able to remind yourself, refresh yourself with all that is going on. Some time ago, I did a retreat with an expert Jesuit, which you call him a retreater, who gives retreats on the Ignition Way. And one of the things he used is a timeline of our lives. And I would like to encourage you in this same way of our life transition program, membership program, to look at a timeline and when did we start? What are the posts that are there? How were we changing? What are the little transformations that are happening? And where are we now? How have these transformations added up to helping us transition into this new person? As I said, my life transition has taken me, whether it is 7 years or 9 years, I'd say let's say 9 years, including all formation. Uh, it takes some time, but it is not just one big life transition. It is made up of many sequential, multifaceted, small transformations that take place in our life. Thank you for viewing. Thank you for being a member. Thank you for continuing. And I look forward to being with you. Thank you. Bye bye.